Hello my dear students, welcome back to English class. Today we are going to continue the last part of Landscape of the Soul. As you know that this chapter has been given in two different parts. In the first part, it is given about the different kinds of the painting, basically about the Chinese painting, and second one is what the European painting. This was given in the part first of this chapter, and in second part that is given one article. In second part of this chapter, one article is given which was written by Brinda Suri on 28 August 2005 in Hindustan Times paper. Alright, so let's try to understand what is the meaning of getting inside outsider art. When French painter Jean Dufay mooted the concept of art brut in the 1940s, the art of the untrained visionary. That means art brut means what? The art of untrained people. Like I am a trained graduate teacher, that is why I can teach. Like legally I am a teacher. Why? Because I have got the formal training. A doctor is said to be a legal doctor when he will complete his MBBS. Alright, similarly here, one concept was given art brut in 1940s by a French painter. His name was Jean Dufay. Okay, so he gave a new concept, and the concept was that art brut. And what is the meaning of art brut? That means it was the art of the untrained people. So when he gave this concept, this did not get any popularity. It was matter of less interest, like no one gave importance to this concept. From its almost veiled beginnings, outsider art has gradually become the fastest growing area of interest in contemporary art internationally. Here, the art brut or outsider art are same concept. Okay, so the French painter is telling that when he gave first time his concept in 1940s about this outsider art, it did not get popularity. It was not liked by so many people. No one was taking interest. But slowly and gradually, it got fame. Like it became famous not only in India, but it became very much popular also in foreign country. That is why it is written what? Now it became area of interest contemporary art internationally. The concept of art brut got its fame not only in India, also in foreign country. This genre is described as the art of those who have no right to be artists, as they have received no formal training, yet show talent and artistic insight. Their work are stimulating a contrast to a lot of mainstream of offspring. Alright, like these kind of people who has not received or who have not received the formal training in art, alright, in artist, in the painting or in art, then he cannot use the word what? Artist. Like the person who has not received any formal training, he has no right to be artist. Like I am teacher, but I am legally teacher. Why I am legally teacher? Because I have received my formal training. Like I have done B.Ed, that means Bachelor of Education. That is why I am legally a teacher. But you can see in our city or in your city also, there are so many teachers who has not received, all right, formal training, but still they are very much talented. That is why they are taking classes, they are teaching in the institute. All right, so this kind of concept was given here in area of what? Painting, and in area of art. So around the time Dufay was propounding his concept in India, and untutored genius was creating paradise. Years ago, the little patches of jungle that he began clearing to make himself a garden sculpted with stone and recycled material is known as to the world today as rock garden at Chandigarh. So like this, there are so many talented peoples are there in the world, and what the talented people were doing that time we'll understand here. Its 80 years old creator, director Nek Chand is now hailed as India's biggest contributor to outsider art. The fifth issue, Spring 2005 of Raw Vision, a UK based magazine pioneer in outsider art publication, features Nek Chand and his rock garden sculpture Women by the Waterfall on its anniversary issue cover. So what? There is a Nek Chand who was also, Nek Chand was 80 years old person, and because he was very talented and because of his talent he just cleared a patches of jungle, and he began, after clearing the jungle, he make a very creating paradise, like he made a very beautiful garden with the waste material, recycled material. The name of that garden is what? The name of that garden is the Rock Garden at Chandigarh. So like other people, Nek Chand was also very much talented, and whether he had not received any formal training in this artistry, but still he was very much talented, and it was his dream to make the garden, and he made an amazing garden at Chandigarh, and the name of that garden is what? The Rock Garden. The rock garden is made up of what? The waste material and the recycled material, useless materials like tin and the broken car part. Alright. So, this was amazing. So, when about his great achievement, about his garden, rock garden, people came to know, then there is one magazine, because that it got popularity not only in India but also in the foreign country. So there is UK based magazine that they decided to publish his work, and that is why they published his work in his magazine. The notion of art brut or the raw art was of work that were in their raw state as regards cultural and artistic influences. Anything and everything from a tin to a sink to a broken down car could be material for a work of art, something Nek Chand has taken to dizzying heights. Recognizing his art an outstanding testimony of difference a single man can make when he lives his dream. So basically, through this rock garden, the famous, you can say very famous, talented 80 years old man Nek Chand wants to convey that if you have strong willpower, then you can fulfill your dream. That means no one can stop you from getting success. So Nek Chand was also a person who couldn't get a formal training in this artist, but in the artistry, in the field of artist, but still, because he had a dream and he was very talented, and that is why he got success by making a rock garden at Chandigarh. So difficult words is given here. In the first one, muted. Muted means what? Propose or what? The suggestion, that is suggested. And here visionary means what? Creative. Alright. Now let me tell you, and because of Nek Chand's hard work, he has taken to dizzying height. That means it is the person, like he is the person who made this art brut concept very much popular not only in India and also in the foreign country. Recognizing his art an outstanding testimony of difference a single man can make when he lives his dream. Like if a man can dream, then he can fulfill his dreams also if he has a strong willpower. The Swiss Commission for UNESCO will be honoring him by way of European exposition of his works. The 5-month interactive show Realms of Nature beginning October will be held at leading museum in Switzerland, Belgium, France and Italy. The biggest reward is walking through the garden and seeing people enjoy my creation, Nek Chand says. So you know very well about the UNESCO. You must have heard about this word in your social science subject. So UNESCO is what? An organization. UNESCO decided to give respect to honor Nek Chand because of his amazing creation, Rock Garden. So he just decided, like the UNESCO is decided to honor Nek Chand by way of European exposition of his work. The 5 months interactive show, like the UNESCO decided to show his work, his creative work in an interactive show for 5 months. Alright, and the name of that interactive show was kept Realms of Nek Chand. Alright, and the beginning will be in the month of October at leading museum. Like the UNESCO decided to honor him, and that is why he decided to show his great work, amazing work through 5 months interactive show. Not only in one country, it will be shown in so many countries like the Switzerland, Belgium, France and Italy. So the Nek Chand says here, the biggest reward is walking through the garden and seeing people enjoy my creation. So when Nek Chand got an opportunity to speak something, so he just said that the biggest reward will be working the garden and seeing people enjoying his creation. He says that it will be his great, he's saying that it will be his great reward when the people will visit his rock garden and the people will enjoy his rock garden. So this was all about the chapter of, all about this outsider, inside outsider art. In this way we have finished this chapter. In next class I will teach you next chapter. Thank you very much. If you have any doubt you can ask. Thank you very much.